Hello, I have some quick tips for you on the Quansheng TG-UV2 handheld ham radio. First thing you want to do is make sure that you're in high power mode. And the way to do that is looking at the unit on the right side here. You can see either an H, M, or an L. As we look at this unit here, we can see that it's in H mode, high power mode. But if it's not, the way to set that is to hit the F and the number 1, which is the power. You'll see it'll cycle to M. If it's in M, it'll cycle to L. And then one more time, we're back to high power. It's once that's set, you shouldn't have to worry about it. Second thing I'd like to show you is the channel display mode. And if you have the manual, this is on page 21, menu 14. And the channel display mode sets how the unit shows the information on the screen. Right now I have it in channel display mode. It's displaying the channels. And there's really 3 different settings: channel, frequency, or name. And a setting to get to that is hit the F05. We see the display, CH for channel, FR for frequency, NA for name. And what we want to do is choose frequency. Once we do that, we hit the MR0 button and then F, and now we can see the display is totally changed, and it shows us from left to right that we're in memory mode with the M. It shows us what memory preset we have and then what that frequency on that preset channel is. So we're on channel 2. Now to move between those channels, or those frequencies or presets, we hit the up arrow or down arrow, and we can cycle through our presets. If we want to move down to the lower channel, we hit the MR button here, MRVRO. Or I'm sorry, actually what that does is it changes it from memory to frequency mode. So we're in frequency mode on the top. If I want to move down to the bottom, this is set to memory. We can just drop down and we see that channel. We're working on the second channel. So to change that to frequency, we just hit this button here, and now we're in the frequency. So when we're in the F mode, the frequency mode, we can cycle through the frequencies by increments of 5 just by hitting the up or down arrow. And we can also punch in whatever number we want. So if somebody said, let's get on to 146,250, we hit and type in 146,250. And there we are, we're on that frequency. It tells us with the arrow pointing to this channel, and we know what the frequency is because we can see what it is right there. If we want to move up to the top and get a different frequency, we just hit the main and it bounces us up to the top, and then we can type a number in there. Now if you happen to have an FM radio station, you can also pick up the FM band on this, and to do that we would simply type in, same way we did the lower frequency, we're on the upper channel, and local radio station here is 105.5, so I'll type in 105,500. You need 6 digits.
Yes, sir. For your job.
Okay, so there we go. So you can actually have an FM channel running on this also. I'll change that to frequency mode by hitting the MR button. Now we're back into the memory mode. Changes it from frequency to memory. So it really gets down to these 4 buttons here. Control. Once you have the screen set up with that channel display mode menu, you really never have to change it. It gives you the information on the channel, the memory, and the frequency of that memory. So everything you need to know, and just by simply hitting the MRVRO button, you can change it to frequency mode and see what that frequency is. So main moves it up and down, upper channel, lower channel. The up and down arrows change the increments by 5, or they change the preset. And then the MRVRO button changes it from memory to frequency mode. Hope that helps.